Where are you finding opportunities, George?
So I think if you look at the UK market, UK small cap market as well, valuation dispersions are very high. So if you take each sector and you look at the spread between the most expensive and the cheapest stock in that sector, the dispersions, that they're near record levels. So that means it is a fantastic environment to be active, to be a stock picker, to run a high conviction portfolio. Those should normalize over time, and when they do, that should deliver excellent performance. So I think where we've been finding opportunities actually sounds a little bit boring, but we've been adding back to some of our long-term winners at extremely depressed prices. Some of our positions have derated by 50-60%, and we've been rebuilding our stakes in them, having taken gains. And then, additional new positions. Tech has been an area we've put capital into recently. It's experienced a substantial derating. So yeah, that the valuation dispersion point would be the focus.
Right. And Ken, where are you finding opportunities?
I think I sort of echo some of the comments that George made. So because of the derating and because of the somewhat indiscriminate derating between sort of higher quality and lower quality companies that we've seen over the last sort of 18, 24 months, we have been adding where we've got high conviction in the long-term fundamentals of existing portfolio companies. That's where we've found some of the best opportunities. And because the trust has the ability to take a different view to an open-ended fund on liquidity, and because the strategy that we employ with strategic equity capitalists take larger stakes in some of the underlying investee companies, this has been a pretty good environment to find liquidity on the way in, because other people have been forced sellers. So we've been able to build quite meaningful equity stakes in some of our companies, and where we've got high conviction about the long term. So that's not particularly sector specific, though business services, some bits of healthcare services, and especially some bits of financials we think are really quite attractive at the moment.
It's interesting that you're able to build bigger positions, actually. I think that's really interesting, a benefit of the investment company structure. And Amanda, where are you finding opportunities?
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, I think I can also echo the valuation point, and there's no doubt about it that some of our quality growth companies are trading on, value multiples at the moment. So that is one opportunity. I'd also pull out that we have our stock screening tool called the Matrix, which has been really core to our process. And what that does is that helps us identify stocks with quality growth and momentum characteristics. Now, while those aspects are really rigid, we stick to that process and we look for those sorts of companies, the type of company that fits that profile does change throughout the cycle. So we've had a really useful screening tool, which has no emotional attachments, which has been flagging some good new ideas to us, which fit our investment process. And we do have, a long list of stocks on our watch list at the moment. So it's been really useful for flagging opportunities, making sure we're staying on top of our universe where that changes. So we are seeing a lot of opportunity in the UK market at the moment.